Will has to deal. Okay. Now, first of all, this is why getting married in America is a pretty big risk if you have money. Even if you don't have money, it's just a pretty big risk in general because your wife has control of the marriage. And any relationship when the woman's in control is one that's doomed to fail. If you don't believe me, take a look at all the statistics. Take a look at the divorce statistics, right? College-educated women initiate 90% of all divorces. Why? Because they know how the system works, okay? They destroy the family, they destroy the children, they destroy the husband, right? And the number one reason is because, like, emotional differences or something along those lines, okay? Now, another thing is this, right? He got married to a woman in Hollywood, and fame and clout ruins a chick. I don't care what you say, but when a girl is like famous and has clout, it's going to ruin her. 9 times out of 10, it's going to ruin her. And you got all these Hollywood elites, and they're all their weirdo rituals, and they're all their weirdo shit going on. And, you know, it's just not conducive to having, I mean, Hollywood is rife with divorce, right? And think about this, to top it off, that's the model for a lot of people. People like, you know, I used to look up to celebrities when I was younger, movie stars and stuff. But when I grew up, and I was just like, man, these people are all fucking mess. And they're all like just seriously damaged people, you know, relationships rife with cheating and drugs and alcoholism and abuse. And, you know, it's just not good. It's truly sickening. And I personally want nothing to do with a chick that has clout. Like, I want a girl that doesn't even want to be on Instagram, that doesn't even want to be on anything, that wants to like hide away. That's like my ideal girl, who just wants to have a secret happy space with me and her alone, right? And I think that's best for most guys as well, right? If you want to have a happy relationship, you know, you and her just have to have your own little private world, like the bubble of you, right? A bubble of you two, right? And she has made it public that she is out having sex with a lot of guys. And then she was talking about having sex with her son's friends. And that's just very, very, very humiliating for a man to deal with. To know, like, oh, yeah, my wife's out there getting, like, pumped and dumped by, like, pretty much everybody, right? It's not the natural way of things. And it's very, very, very humiliating for a guy to deal with a woman. I mean, even with a woman that has like a massive sexual past is already like humiliating retroactively, especially if you're in a city where like she fucked a bunch of dudes and you have to like look back on that and be like, yikes, dude, like this is so humiliating, right? But then to be with a woman that's actively doing it, even if she's actively doing it, it's already hard for the man, right? But then actively doing it and then going out and talking to the world about it, and you having to sit there as a husband just tolerating it, that really, really is sickening. And whether this was staged or not, okay?
If you guys don't donate $100 right
thank
now,
you for the donation.
You're a beta male, you're a cuck,
Appreciate that.
you're blue pill for life. You better send me $1,000 in donation right now.
Geek Anomaly, $10 super chat. For the most part, most celebrities can't marry non-celebrities after they're famous because then it's impossible to know if it's even remotely real. That's why celebrities usually marry celebrities. It's just recipe for disaster, right? I'm waiting for Justin Bieber to divorce that chick he's with because it's gonna happen. Anyways, so he's in a relationship with a woman that's openly fucking other dudes. Now, he's fucking other girls, and that's fine, but it's not as humiliating. Because at the end of the day, the reason is for a woman getting out there and being promiscuous, being a whore, being a slut, whatever, it's no skill. It's a valueless thing to get out there and be pumped and dumped. There's no value. There's no skill in it. And value is tied to scarcity. So the more people that have had access to a woman, the less valuable her pussy is, and quite frankly, she is, because, you know, everybody's gotten a taste of it. What's special for the guy? And this is in our genetic nature as men, that we are literally filled with disgust when we learn and find out about a woman's sexual past. It's literally disgusting, right? That's just finding out the past. But having it ongoing is also equally humiliating. And Will had to sit down during an interview. And when Jada's like, oh, I had an entanglement, and she's talking about how this guy got sick and she wanted to go take care of him. And she was so worried about the guy. And Will just had to sit there listening to her like go on and lamenting about a fucking woman that he's in a relationship, complaining and worried about another man. That is like number one way to emasculate a man. So I believe that Will Smith is just like kind of got fed up with everything, and he kind of snapped at this moment when he's just like, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth, because they made fun of her. And, you know, he's just probably tired of being clowned on by everybody. And so, and Beastly Nerd says, and she never apologized for it, right?